All right, Nick. I told you I'd eventually get us a player. Time just had to be right. Episode 100. As I told you at the top of the show, I wanted to get this guy specifically because as I've got to know him and I've covered his career, everybody loves him on the court in Detroit. But he's a good dude. And I don't think enough people understand or know his personality. I don't know if it shows as much as it should. And I try to show it in stories. But I think a setting like this would help a lot of people kind of understand who Isaiah is and his personality. So we have a guy who I know as, and I quote, love Tom Izzo, but didn't come to Michigan State. And we're going to talk about that. But y'all might know him as Beef Stew. Isaiah, thank you so much for taking the time, man. How are you?
I'm good. No problem. Appreciate you for having me.
I just have one recruiting question. How close were you to going to Michigan State? Just for my own, you can lie to me if you need to. I just want to know.
I was real close to going to Michigan State.
He's not lying.
Yeah, I was real close. They pretty much had the deal still, but I ended up taking the rest of my visits and deciding on Washington.
Him and Izzo together, is there a better pairing, you think?
Sicko. That would have been. I mean, that would have been. What the class would have been? What, 18 or 19?
2019.
You guys just got back from LA. Did you guys do we saw the Rico Hines thing. I know people posted you guys hung out with Mr. Gores, the owner. Yeah. Did you guys do a mini camp out there too?
It was more of us just meeting up to really do the Rico Hines.
Okay.
So, we met up, did the Rico Hines, and then just working out, pretty much just workouts. And we want to just get some runs in together as a team. So we got out there just to, play against some league guys at the Rico Hines.
Now, it sounds like, obviously, I'm not around you guys in the summer as much aside from Summer League, but it does seem like you guys have met up as a group on a few separate occasions. And obviously, you guys are close in age on this team. Dwayne and Troy are trying to build chemistry and have you guys the culture right and all that stuff. Is this offseason different for you in terms of the team aspect of how you guys have spent it in comparison to your first year when there was probably a few more proven veterans? Maybe guys did their own thing. Is it different?
Most definitely. This offseason has been different by far by my first year. So this year we're trying to meet up more as a group, get work in, and like I said, we're all like you said, we're all similar in age, so it's pretty much to relate and do things together. And obviously we still have some vets, so the vets are still getting out there with us as well.
All right, I want to pivot to I don't know these answers, but I'm very curious. Go to the pre-draft and draft process real quick. Do you still have the Blazers hat? Did you keep it like a memento?
Nah, I don't have the Blazers hat. I think they sent us a draft hat locker, and everybody was just taking the hat. So I think my dad probably kept the Detroit Pistons hat, but I don't know what the Blazer hat is.
So it was a bunch of teams.
Yeah,
they sent you. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the logistics behind? And this is going to be such a dumb question, but so you and Sadiq get drafted, and it wasn't technically by Detroit because they were trades, right? So you get drafted by Portland, but end up in Detroit. Sadiq gets drafted by Brooklyn, ends up in Detroit. But you still have to pretend and put on the Blazers hat, right? But Sadiq was just straight Pistons hat. Is there communication hey, you still need to put on this hat? Or are you just I'm going to do whatever I want, I don't care?
Nah, it's communication. The NBA has rules, so you got to put on the hat that you got to put on the hat by the team that drafted you. So I still had to put on that Blazers hat, even though I know I was going to Detroit.
Right.
Yeah.
When you were drafted in Troy's press conference, either the day after or maybe even that same day, I can't remember, he talked about how excited he was to land you, and he had a smirk on his face where he was I had some intel on him, and I know him and Hop are very close. I think they were together at Syracuse.
Yeah.
Did you work out and meet with the Pistons multiple times during the pre-draft process, or was it pretty on par with other teams?
The Pistons was my first workout.
Okay.
they were my first and only workout. I want to say they came up to Rochester to my hometown to watch me work out, and like from that workout, I knew I was gonna be a Piston. Like um, I knew if they had a chance to land me that, that's where I was gonna go. And Troy, um, Troy and the staff and everybody worked hard to, make sure they landed me on draft night.
So was there a point before your name was called that you knew you were going to be a Piston? Like, you kind of mentioned it. You said you had an inkling that you would go to Detroit. You just didn't know how they would pull it off. As the
Yeah.
night went on, were you more nervous or were you more confident
Uh,
that they would find a way?
I was confident in Troy because Troy was really really serious about trying to find a way to land me in the draft. But anything anything could happen. So I was it was also the thought in the back of my mind of what if I don't go to Detroit and a team end up grabbing me before they can. So I was also thinking that. But when I seen my agent on the phone when Detroit had the 16th pick, and I got pretty excited because I knew that's where I was going to.
Does a team show an interest in you like that? Like you said, they were your first workout. And I think Jalen Duren said that during his pre-draft that the Pistons were his first workout. And he said that he wanted to go there after that. And like for you, does that mean a lot when a team is the first one to want to come see you and get to know more about you? Because you really you didn't have any ties to Detroit. I know one of your
Yeah.
mentors, Mr. Shepard, was a Pistons fan growing up,
Hmm.
but that was really your only tie to Detroit, right? Was through him.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But when I know I had the Detroit interview and just the rich history of big man, and to me, obviously Ben Wallace, and uh, that really made me excited about Detroit. And I was just like, I hope it happens and works out that way.
You have anything, Nick?
Yeah, I know. We know that you have a relationship with Ben, but like as far as Rashid goes, as far as anybody else from those teams go, have you been able to establish a relationship with any of those guys?
It's not. I haven't had time to really talk to a lot of other guys, but anytime I see them, it's always respect and it's always
Yeah.
me picking their brain. I've known she since high school from doing the camps.
Mhm.
He was doing the high school camps, coaching the high school camps. So I've been around since high school, but it kind of feel like it's still been from afar, even though I was up close, but I didn't really know much personally. But that would be a guy that I would love to pick his brain as well.
Sure, yeah. Just really quick, going back a little bit. I mean, James talks about how like they were, super dedicated to drafting you, to drafting Sadiq, to drafting Jalen Duren, to drafting all these guys. It feels like when Troy is like, "Ooh, I like this guy," he does everything in his power to make sure that that guy ends up on his basketball team, right?
Yeah.
So, does that make it easier for you almost knowing like, okay, like these dudes believe in me? Does it make it easier to want to succeed for a franchise like that?
Most definitely. When you have the the people upstairs in the organization that believes in you, that gives you a different type of confidence because they see something in you that others don't. Everybody they probably thought 16th was too high and was probably mad at Troy taking me at 16th. But I appreciate Troy because Troy, uh, he's seen the things in my games that probably I didn't get a chance to show in college, but it's been showing now, and I appreciate him for taking that chance on me.
I love that he said that because that's one thing I've learned about Isaiah. Like he didn't say they thought 16 was too high. He reads. Like you saw people say that, didn't you? Did that bother you? I'm sure
Yeah.
that bothered you, but like was that super prevalent during the process once you got drafted?
Yeah, 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 most definitely. When I got drafted, I remember they analysts of whatever it was, B plus, A plus, and I think they gave Detroit like a D or something for drafting me, and I was like, oh man, but I remember those things, but I use it as fuel, but I think you know I feel like I got to the point where I proved critics wrong, and now it's time to continue to prove myself right and continue to prove Troy right. So
Yeah.
yeah,
James, we can keep going in just a second. I just want one more little follow up
Go
real
ahead.
quick. You talk about, Troy's able to see things in your game that other people weren't, maybe because it's not something that you're able to show at Washington. I feel like one of those things is the three ball, right? Because coming into
yeah,
the league, I feel like, and if you want to talk about draft grades, that's probably what some people were writing was like, oh, it's this more traditional big. It's like, but you're not though, right?
And the switching
Right.
people that pissed Isaiah off.
oh,
Um,
it did.
I could tell right away.
It did.
I mean, you see in the last decade that these traditional bigs or they're adding three balls to their game. Is that something that, like, do you feel like you could play 10 to 12 years and not have to shoot threes, or do you think it's too valuable to the game now?
Nah, it's too valuable. I
Yeah.
don't want to sit here and say I don't have to shoot three. I can impact in different ways, but it's too valuable. Plus, me, I work hard on my shot, so I want to go shoot some threes, get some threes up. So, I feel like as a big, especially if you undersized, you got to have something that they can't take you off the floor. At first for me it was defense, and now I'm adding a 3-point shot, so I can be used on offense as well. So, that's I feel like that's pretty critical, especially for undersized bigs.
I just want to beat my own drum. I remember his rookie year. It was COVID year, so we weren't as close to the floor as we were last year and normally. But he hadn't shot a three yet in his rookie year, but he was just shooting threes during warmups. And I took a video to show fans that there's something there. And obviously shot 33 as a rookie, which lower volume than last year, a little bit more volume, 33 again. And then summer league, I think you were, I want to say 5 of 11, close to 40 or 50 or 60% or something like that. So if you just watch your shooting motion, I don't think there was ever any doubt that it would happen. It was just a matter of the opportunity arising. Um, and I'd like for you to clarify this because there are a lot of Pistons fans. Obviously, I have to be on Twitter a lot and interact with fans and all that stuff. There are a lot of Pistons fans who think you changed your shot. I
Yeah.
never saw that. Did you ever change your shot since you've been in the league? Like your
Nah,
shooting form? Yeah, I never noticed
nah,
that.
I never changed my shot. It was um yeah, I saw some people saying that as well, but no, I never changed my shot, so I don't know. Yeah.
I think it's because when people see the shot go in more, oh, he tweaked it. I'm like, he's been shooting like that since the first guy here.
Yeah, no, I didn't
Same
tweak
way.
it.
How much do you see? Like, how online are you?
um, I, I'm really more on Instagram, but
Okay.
um, I really if I hop on Twitter, you check you hop on Twitter and whenever you check notifications, obviously
Sure.
anything you tap shows up. So, a lot of people say they don't see it, they don't pay attention, but I mean, it's kind of hard not to see it when it's
Right.
at the
I
front
just
of your notifications. But I mean, I don't. I mean, at first I used to get all riled up, but I'm to the point where I just trust in my craft, believe in my craft, and I'm more about proving myself right and proving Troy right.
It's
And
year three. There's no time for it.
yeah,
that,
exactly.
that's good. A few more questions for you. Before you got in the league, I did this story about tales from the free throw line, where obviously you when I'm watching a game, I'm paying attention to X and O's, but I also like to try to catch quirky stuff. And I always see guys joking around on the block during the free throw line, and I was always curious, if guys built relationships just because they're always on the block with this guy during free throws, or they get a chance to catch up with a friend. When I see you, you don't joke around a lot with opposing guys on the free throw line, on the block during free throws. Have you ever built any relationship with just a random opponent just because you guys are always matched up with each other? Is any funny story that comes to mind? Maybe a vet said welcome to the league or
Steven,
anything like
Steven Adams.
that. What do you do?
I don't. Me personally, I don't really like to talk at free throws because that's when guys the free
Time to
throw
work.
out is probably the most friendliest thing in the game. People talk, chat, catch up right quick. But,
Yeah.
I like to just keep it strictly just basketball, all business. But Steven Adams, just focusing that he does this thing. He got his little tricks. He does this thing where he just keeps touching you everywhere. And I'm looking at the ref is this allowed? And the ref obviously ain't doing anything. So I said, okay, next time down, I'm gonna do the same thing, try to mess with you. You know, so I'm just like touching him, tapping him. But and over time, I just picked his brain because you know he's a great offensive rebounder,
Mm-hmm.
a strong guy, and you know he trash talks me a little bit, just on like a funny point, like you know nothing too serious, but like you know he's strong. Obviously, I'm a young rookie coming in thinking I'm strong. You know, he told me I need to hit the weights. I need to hit the weights a little bit more, but you know you know he's a great he's a great person to learn from. You know, and
Those
you know,
highway screens, he does them
yeah,
well.
highway screens. You know, I
Yep.
pick the brain on that, but you know, I respect him because you know, comes out his way to, you know, whether it's after the game, you know, he comes out his way, you know, to the locker room to, you know, to pull me out and chat to me about things I can learn and he can teach me. So,
That's
you know, I
dope.
respect him for that and I thank him for that because, you know, he's already a seasoned vet. He don't have to do that, but you know, he go out his way too. So I respect him for that.
That's really cool. I didn't know that. All right. Last segment. We're gonna give you like rapid fire, and we'll get you out of here.
All
You're
right.
gonna have to answer questions about your teammates.
Okay.
All right. Who's and you for all of these questions, you cannot pick yourself. I know you're gonna
Okay.
be tempted to on a few of them, but here we go. Who spends the most time in the gym? I think I know that answer.
I mean,
Sadiq.
has to be.
Yeah, he's a sicko.
Sadiq.
If you were stuck on a desert island with one teammate, who would it be?
Ooh.
And this could be entertainment, just trying to pass the time. This could be like there's aliens on the island. You might need to fight them off.
I'm probably gonna bring. I'm gonna say Rodney. I'm gonna say Rodney McGruder.
Wow.
Why
Okay.
Rodney?
Yeah. You said why Rodney?
Yeah, why Rodney? Just out of curiosity. Love Rodney.
Because I know whatever pop off. I'm gonna Rodney. I know whatever. Not saying that my other teammates not, but I know whatever pop off. You know, Rodney gonna be with the shit.
So he's the low key one on the team that like fans wouldn't know. Like if someone was going to go down, it would be Rodney that would help
yeah.
in.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
I love that. Best
Yeah.
taste in music.
I'll probably say Saban because Saban always on the aux. You know, he get in the locker room,
Okay.
got the iPhone, connect to the phone, but usually whatever he plays, everybody usually rock with. So I'll probably say Saban.
But does he hog the ox? Does he let people have a turn? You know what I mean?
He kind of do hog the aux.
do you guys lose big speaker?
Yeah. We use loop big speaker, or we use if we're at home, we just connect to
the speakers in the locker room.
Yeah, no, I mean nobody really want to be on aux anyways, because I don't think everybody like trusts their playlist, but you know, Saban confident in his playlist. So
all right. Best dressed. And if you feel obligated, you can add reporter in this too. I'm not.
Ooh.
You can. You know.
Yeah. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
You don't have to guess.
You made league fits, didn't you?
Yeah, he
you
did.
yeah.
He did. Yeah.
See, the first reporter ever. That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah. Damn, best dress.
Here's the thing: is it's a lot of guys on rookie contracts, right? So a lot of dudes are just wearing team gear.
But they all got shoe deals.
Me personally, though, when I first got in the league, I'm like, dang, like this guy know how to dress, and I started getting some stuff, and I started to shop with him more just because I like the stuff he was wearing, and like his kind of taste and his swag. I say Rodney McGruder. He don't post, I mean, he's not really active on the gram with his fit posts, but you know, I done been to his house, seen his closet. Like this dude got like a store inside his closet, like all the stuff that some
Everybody
vintage designer
wants.
stuff, some new stuff.
Yeah.
So,
He's been on league fits a few times. That's valid.
yeah.
Worst dressed on the spot. If you all right, here, let me rephrase it. Simple dresser.
Simple? Okay, simple.
Let's keep it like that. That doesn't mean worst dress.
It's easy. Simple dress. Oh, we might have a tie.
Uh-oh.
Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
And this is no disrespect, but I'm not. Yeah, Kelly.
I was going to say KO. Yeah.
Okay, KO. And Kojo dresses nice, but he's not wild. Is that not
Yeah,
number two?
yeah. Kojo simple, smooth, good
Yeah, he's
vibe.
smooth.
I
Smooth
was
is a
gonna
good one.
say, it was gonna be a tie between KO and Buddy Boeheim coming in this year.
Oh.
That's your man too. You know you guys played AAU together, right?
Yeah, we play AAU. I've been knowing Bud for a long time, man. So it kind of feel like, when we playing against each other or with each other in practice, it reminds me of the AAU days.
Are you gonna take him to Somerset? Get him right.
Yeah,
But they got
yeah,
the Gucci downtown now.
yeah. But my thing about Bud though, even if I do that, I don't even think he'll wear it. He's just so simple.
He's not even like open to it. He just likes what he likes.
Just because it's $3.99, but like, shoot. Other than that, I don't even think he'll wear it though.
You got to get Buddy like a Joe Burrow fit, like, and have him pull up to LCA one day with
the buffs. Yeah,
that would be hard.
Buffs. You know what? I might just have to do that.
Get him the white buffs too, the Babytron ones. It's only like 3 dozen pair.
Okay, say less.
All right,
gotta get some buzz though.
That would be tough.
Buffs. That's gotta get some buffs.
Last few. Who's the funniest?
Saban.
I thought you would say that. Is Sadiq? Sadiq is low key funny to me. Like, it's like subtle. Does he ever crack jokes, or is he just like Sadiq is just funny? Just like Sadiq the person.
To us, Sadiq is because you guys don't really know much about Sadiq because you don't really let nobody,
right
inside. But like to us, Sadiq is funny. Like you know what I mean? He does things that to us we think is funny. So
what about Corey?
Yeah, I mean everybody pretty much jokes. I mean everybody crack jokes. The most serious person on the team is Sadiq though.
Yeah, that's fair.
He crack his jokes every now and then, but everybody else be cracking jokes. But Saban is definitely the funniest stuff.
Best shoe game. And this is kind of tough because like I know you're into sneakers, but you're limited in what you can wear, right?
Or I would have all the heat. But you could probably put I'm sorry, I'm going with Rodney again.
I was gonna say Rodney's shoe game is tough. I've seen his shoe game, yeah.
I've seen his closet. I've seen all the heat. I've seen stuff he ain't wear. He got the Dior Air Jordan 1s. Like,
does he?
Yeah. I'm like, bro, when you get these?
And he ain't worn to the arena yet?
I think he probably wore them once.
Oh, okay.
So basically, Rodney is just PJ Tucker off the court then, is what it is. He's got everything. He just doesn't wear it on the court.
Just don't wear them.
That's crazy.
Wild.
He does. I've noticed he does got, and we talk about shoes sometimes. So this is a good segue. With your Puma deal, like can you wear like designer shoes to the arena? You just can't wear like
I can't wear
other competitor brands, correct?
Yeah, I can't wear competitor brands. Like obviously all the other big brands and basketball, but also like any basketball brand. Any brand that's in a basketball shoe, I can't really wear it. But like any off court shoe that's not a competitor, I could wear it.
Okay. And then last one, and I'm curious now because I think it's changed a little bit. I don't know if it's changed, but there's more than one answer now. Best shooter on the team. I think it's between two guys.
Yeah, I would have said myself, but I can't put myself.
I knew you could say that.
But it is between two guys though. You got Buddy sharpshooter, and you still got Sadiq who's knocking things down. So
he didn't say who. I thought I was gonna say Isaiah Livers.
Oh, my bad, Liv.
I was gonna say between him and Sadiq. Different types. Sadiq shoots more.
Right. Yeah, Livers not. But Buddy knocked that. Like Buddy can knock that thing in though, and he got a quick release.
Yeah, no, Buddy's jumper smooth.
So you ever?
Buddy? You taking Buddy over Sadiq?
Why you put me on the spot like that?
All right, tie 1A, 1B. We'll leave it at that.
Leave it at tie.
Nick, anything else?
Yeah, last question. So among the things that are dumb that fans typically care about, like, oh, Isaiah, I needed 15 and 10 for my fantasy team and you didn't do it. Like, you don't care about that. Who cares, right? Can I ask you a question that you probably don't care about, but I just like the psychology behind it? I need an answer.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not a big on-court accessories guy. Like, you never have been. Like, you just don't wear stuff. And I actually think it makes sense for you. I think it looks right, but like, why?
You love accessories.
It matters to me. It
It's,
matters to me.
some guys it fit, some guys it don't. Like, you can't, like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
can't be
Yeah.
strong and out here with like an arm sleeve, leg sleeve with a headband. Like,
Dwight
man,
Howard
just,
did it. Dwight Howard did it.
That wasn't, but that wasn't the best of Dwight. He was going through. I'll
valid.
say it. He was
That's
going
valid.
through some stuff. When
That's valid.
it's just, some people it's for and some people it ain't. And me, I just think, all I need is just like get taped up, have some socks, some shoes, and just give me the jersey and I'm fine.
Perfect.
just go to work. I do want to add one more thing. Do you have questions about the media in our job at all? Like, do you ever wonder like what we do? Because we always ask you guys questions, but I know we're like, you guys see us all the time around, and then you don't see us. I don't even know. Like, do you guys know we don't travel on the team plane?
Oh, yeah, don't?
No, we take commercial flights. Our companies, separate companies, pay for them. Yeah,
Bros and coach going to Indianapolis.
no, I got first class now. I've been doing this for a little bit. Come on.
Well, shoot, it must be a long season for you guys too. Then, I know it's a long season for the players, but I mean, you guys must travel a lot, stuff like.
So, like, I don't know if you know this. So, like, say you guys, we'll use Indiana as an example. You guys play the Pacers on Tuesday night, but you guys have a game in Chicago on Thursday. You guys will fly out the night after the game, more than likely, most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's no commercial flights that late. So if Dwayne says practice is 11 in Chicago, let's use Denver, from Indy to Denver, where it's a bigger time gap. We have to get up at, I get up at 5. I can't speak for the other guys, but I'll get up at 5 and catch a flight just to make it in practice in Denver the next day on time.
Yeah.
So I didn't know you didn't know. Yeah. So
okay.
We fly commercial.
Okay, yeah, that's dope. Okay, so y'all
It's
dedicated as well then.
Yeah, you got to. You got to.
Respect.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for taking the time out. And yeah, I'll see you in about a month at Camp and Media Day.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you guys.
Later, Isaiah. Thank you.